Example 7, it says that Elise is standing on top of a 50-foot building and spots her friend, Molly, across the street. So Molly is hanging out down here looking kind of glum, and Elise is up here for whatever reason, standing on top of a building, which would freak me out. But anyways, if Molly is 30 feet away from the base of the building, what is the angle of depression from Elise to Molly? And this says Elise's eye height is 4.5 feet. So we take a look at this. First of all, if Elise looks straight out horizontally, that's where she's looking, just straight out. When she looks down at the specific angle. That's called the angle of depression because it's depressing from the horizontal. Now, if Elise looked up, like let's say she was looking at a bird or an airplane flying by, that would be the angle of elevation because it would be coming up. And so that just tells you in reference to the horizontal, are they looking up or are they looking down? So when we take a look at this, the angle of depression, that's what we're trying to find. But if I look at the horizontal and the ground, those would be two parallel lines. So when she looks down this way, that would be like the transversal. And the angle of depression and this angle X down here are going to be alternate interior angles, which means all I need to do is find angle X, and that will be the same as the angle of depression. So I have a right triangle here. Now, here's the other part, because they tell us that Elise's eye height is 4.5 feet. Because I'm not going from the top of the building, I'm going from where her eyes are at, which is 4.5 feet. So this entire side here would be 54.5 feet when I'm looking at that long leg of that right triangle there. So that's what I'm going to use. So when I look at this, I again think of, okay, I got so, ka, toa. And if I'm looking from angle X, I have the opposite side I'm at 54. That's what you got to be careful of. You got the opposite side of 54 because it's the height of the building plus up to where her eyes are at. And I have Molly to the base of the building, which is 30 feet, and that's my adjacent side. So I'm going to use tangent ratio here. So I'm going to say tangent x degrees is equal to opposite over adjacent. So then tangent x degrees is equal to my opposite side is 54.5 over my adjacent is 30. So 54.5 divided by 30 is equal to 1.816666, and that's repeating. So then the measure of angle X is equal to, I take the inverse tangent of that number, and I get 61.2 degrees. And I'll just leave it in the 10th of the degrees. So the angle of depression is 61.2 degrees.